Yeah, y'all, this is some of my daughter's art right here. But yeah, the real life street stars interview was interesting. Charleston, man, I gotta give it to him, man. He one of the most interesting people in the world. You know what I'm saying? I gotta give it to him. He done done. It seemed like he done about everything. What person just picks up, go to California to infiltrate gang culture, then talk about that. He's an interesting person, man. But interesting people with um a lot of wit about themselves do interesting things that add to their character as a person. That's what Charleston is a hell of a nigga, but at the same time, he just a well rounded person that done been through a lot of stuff. He done trapped before, he done been down at the kids' schools talking to kids. He just kind of done a little bit of everything. He done been locked up, he done murdered people, whatever. Like I say, I got a love and hate relationship with him. I like him, but some of the stuff he be doing, he know if he watched somebody else say all the stuff he be saying, but he got to stay afloat. He's successful at pulling people's strings, and I got to give it to him. He on the Real Life Street Stars, what I'm saying, interview, and I just love the way Real Life Street Stars interview people because they let them vent, they let them flow. They're gonna ask a few questions. For the most part, they're gonna be talk about it, tell them about it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They're gonna just let you do your thing, man. And he touched on a few things. I really don't like it how he beefing with Don Chief because I like Don Chief. So, but yeah, man, it was another good interview. You know, Charleston being Charleston, entertaining dude, funny dude. And I gotta give it to him, man. He know how to pull the strings of the media. Now he into it with Ti and his son, and he just be all over the place doing his thing. And I be having to explain to people, like a lot of people be like, oh, well, why do people respond to him? Why do people respond to Charleston? But the thing about Charleston, they gotta understand is that Charleston is a part of the metaverse world. You know what I'm saying? Charleston is a part of the algorithm. It's a whole internet world that Charleston kind of run. So you could play like real life don't mean nothing. I mean, you could play like the internet don't mean nothing, but at the end of the day, to a lot of people, especially somebody born in like 2000, the internet is like 50% of their world. So yeah, it's like Ti could have took the high road, but it's like Ti be on the internet too. Ti be on the metaverse world too. I know it kind of get on Ti skin a little bit that Charleston White did a comedy stand up and he rocked the show in Atlanta, and Ti did a show and it kind of was crickets. That's kind of like probably one of the reasons why Ti kind of responded to him too, because Ti kind of chippy little person. You know what I'm saying? I don't mean to call him little like that, but I'm just saying, you know. But yeah, they asked some stuff that we all wanted to know. You know what I'm saying? Charleston, gonna be a real opinionated person and do his thing. You know what I'm saying? And people gotta understand, Charleston is in the metaverse world. If you in the metaverse world too, and he called you out on the metaverse world, you can't really act like, oh, I'm above all this. I ain't gonna respond to him. But you in the internet world, you in his arena. It's like going into a boxing ring and saying you don't want to box. Charleston White is in the boxing ring of the metaverse world. If you step in that ring in the metaverse world, even if you just sitting around, you in the ring, you can get stole on. And the people in real life gonna say, Ti might have tried to take the high road and say I'm not gonna respond. But when Ti in public, people pointing and laughing, Charleston White said this about you, said that about you. Farrakhan called Charleston White about it. Stephen Jackson called, not Charleston White. Farrakhan called Ti. Stephen Jackson called Ti. So evidently, people responding to this stuff. You can't say that. I can't respond to this dude because he's just on the internet. That is the most best route to take. But if you're on the internet too, if you got an internet presence too, you got to protect your internet presence, and you're gonna be offended by what he's saying in the metaverse world. So I just need to let people know Charleston, he kind of run the metaverse world. He make up the rules. If he call you out on it, you got to respond on it. You know what I'm saying? If you in the metaverse world. But yeah, though, good interview. I listened from top to bottom. Charleston, he just a real ass nigga, man. That's why people love him, because Charleston gonna kind of say the stuff that everybody really want to say, and I mean really, really want to say. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing about him. He ain't got no filter. It's just like he kind of be getting into some close calls, and if Charleston, if you watching this, if you end up looking at this, man, just like be safe, bro, because with each incident you get into where you get out of it, the people that want to get at you is learning how to get at you from what happened with you with somebody else. Okay, that didn't work this time. We're gonna do this. So I know you famous now, bro. I mean, you just gotta move smarter and you gotta move the way these people be moving now, bro. Cause you you made a career out of stepping on a lot of toes, man. So other than that, man, you mean good. God gonna bless you. He gonna continue to bless you. You know what I'm saying? Another good interview by the real life street stars. And the thing about the real life street stars, man, is they like what y'all gotta understand too about them is Rainwater right in their backyard, OG Percy right in their backyard, Don Chief right in their backyard, Say Cheese right in their backyard, Charleston right here in their backyard. Texas on the low is kind of the center of social media on the cool, like on the cool when you peep it. Even I'm out here in Dallas, like so yeah, man. Real life street stars don't get the best interviews because first of all, they setup is immaculate. Y'all copyright that setup with the lights, but it's just like they right here where everybody at. Trap Boy Freddy right here. Mo3 was right here. You know what I'm saying? Like, so real life street stars, keep doing your thing. You know what I'm saying? Keep it lit. Another good interview. You know what I'm saying?